Hello YouTube, Frederic Bergeron from Inaxsys. I hope you're doing well today. In this tutorial video today, I'm going to show you how to use a feature called function outputs available in the Protege GX and WX platforms from ICT. In this example, I'm going to use my Protege GX training kit. And so I'm going to show this with the GX interface, but the programming is the same with WX. And I believe you need the expert mode with WX to have access to this feature. Okay, so as we will see in the door properties, there's different function outputs that we can trigger. We can have these used for, turning on the lights when you enter a room and turning them off when you close the door, and things like that. But also, I'm going to use it to show that we have the option of only activating the function output for specific users. Okay, for instance, someone who's handicapped and need to have the door operator open, or maybe there's some sort of chair lift that is available at the door to go up a stair, things like that. So basically, I'm going to show two tricks. One that will activate the output and deactivate when we close the door. Okay, so the output will follow the door state. And then the next trick I'm going to show you is how to activate an output only for specific users when we activate the extended time feature in the user's options. Okay, so this is explained in an application note on the ICT website. So let me show you the app note details and how we can program this. Okay. So basically the application node is AN336. Okay, you can find this from under the My ICT section and then under application notes. Okay, you see there's maybe 100 different application notes available, and this is basically number 336. Okay, so let me show you inside the Protege GX how we can activate this function. So the first thing to define is, do you have outputs available for that application? In this case, I have labeled two outputs from my list. Let me just extend this. Okay, so this is going to be function output 1, which is, let's say, to turn on the lights in the small room when we open the door, and when we leave and close the door, it's going to turn off. Okay, and the second one is the extended time output. In this example, let's say someone is in a rolling chair and you need help to open the door and go through the door with the door opener. So basically, this is the two outputs that I've reserved for this application. Okay, I also made myself a test, status list and a status page to see the outputs activating and deactivating. Now we need to go to the door properties under the function output section. Okay, so you can see here, my first one is called function output 1. I activate on access and then deactivate on door close. Okay, basically, if you do not check any of these settings, the output will trigger on all of those type of events. Okay, so make sure you select when you want the output to activate and deactivate. Otherwise, it's going to follow the door open, the door close, the REX, and the REN if not turned on. Okay, so the second output here, I left everything unchecked, and I'm going to show you why. Basically, because this output will only activate for specific users. You will find all those details in the application note, but basically under the general tab here, under commands, I selected activate on ADAF, and the number here is which function output you're triggering. Okay, so because it's in the second section under function output 2, I entered number 2 to be the one that will only follow when the users are set with the extended time option in their user properties. Okay, so let's have a look at, once we have programmed all this, let's have a look at how the system will react. Under the monitoring page, status page view, I made myself a test page. Okay, so you see the function output 1 is on, probably because the last time I tested it, I didn't open and close the door. Okay, so right now, if I look in the user properties, right, under options, I do not have the extended door time. Okay, so back to the status page, if I badge like this and quickly open, close the door, the function output will then turn off. Okay, if I try again, you see it will turn on. I open the door, it's going to stay on. If I close the door, it's going to go back off. So again, turning on the lights, any kind of application you may want, like a piezo to show someone has gone through the door. You can think of thousands of ideas. You know, this is a good example of how we can do automation stuff with ICT. Now, let me show you when we turn on the extended time feature. Okay, so I select operate extended door access function, save. I need to wait for the download to be, completed. So looking at the download process, it's going to say saving packet to file when it's done. Here, I know the download is completed. So if I go back to my monitoring page, now I should have both output trigger. The second one will follow the 5 seconds time, and the first one will follow the door status. So if I can badge, outputs are on. Oh, now I have forced open. In this case, doesn't matter. And now the output will turn off, okay? If you don't want the output to turn on door forced open, there's a command that you can put in the door properties as well, okay? So again, this is another way with ICT, Protege GX and WX to trigger, you know, outputs on special applications. It's very useful. So again, refer to the My ICT and Application Notes section on the ICT.co website to download the file. And I hope you liked the video. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button to follow our channel and be the first one to know when there's a new video available. And again, remember, Inaxsys is the Canadian distributor of ICT products. You can refer to inaxsys.com to reach the sales team and the support team that are there, obviously, to help you. Okay. So again, thanks for watching. Fred Bergeron from Inaxsys.